Hello,
guys.
how are you? I'm Eddie.
And I am Tara, his wife.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
What are we talking about today?
Okay, so last time we were here, we talked about jealousness. Jealousy, jealousness. We talked about that, and then we said that we had to continue, so we didn't want to make it long, so we were going to bring it back. And so we're bringing it back this time, but we're bringing it back with how do we build trust after it's been broken? That's maybe why the jealousness is lingering. Okay?
Yeah, and building trust and forgiving each other is a very hard thing to do. It's very hard. It takes work. Sometimes it takes years to regain trust, because somebody that you really put your heart into have broken a trust relationship. And now it's time to rebuild. The first step into rebuilding trust in a relationship, first thing both are going to sit down and ask you, do we want this to work? Mm-hmm. Do we want our marriage and relationship to work? And if we say yes, we have to be very sincere about it.
That's right.
And another thing is, the person that's been betrayed, if this person asks you just one question 100 times in 30 minutes, why?
Yeah.
Answer them without attitude.
So if the person's constantly asking you, why? Was I not good enough? Why was I this? Why? What happened?
Yeah. Because at that point, he or she is really blaming them, blaming themselves for what happened. Maybe they're saying, well, I wasn't good enough. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. Maybe if I was this person, that person had this job. So, they're dealing with it. And both of you are hurting because, the person that stepped out, he realized that he made a mistake and it wasn't what he thought it was, or what she thought it was. So both of you now is hurting. But the person that been betrayed is hurting the worst because something that she thought was hers, somebody else for a few minutes just snatched him or her away.
That's right. So you have to answer those questions. You have to be sincere. You have to know that person's not doing it just to be nagging you, but is doing something to help build back the trust.
Yeah, it's healing that person.
It's a healing process.
Yeah.
It's not easy, and you got to realize if you put yourself in that person's shoes, then you realize, okay, I think I would be doing the same thing as that person is asking all these questions. And the person may start crying, or the person may get angry. But
that's part of healing.
That's part of healing.
Yeah.
And if you're in a situation where you feel like, hey, this is hard, then you might want to, decide with each other, find someone that you can talk with. Find another couple that you can talk with. One that's going to be understanding. One that's not going to be like,
sides.
I wouldn't deal with that if I was you. One that's going to say, well, what is it that you want to do? What is it that the marriage is wanting to do? Are you willing to break up, these years and years and a whole family of because of this one thing that this person has done? You got to realize that everybody in this world is human, okay? And somebody in their time, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's in whatever, is going to have some issues of breaking something. Or
I'm getting ready to jump in there.
Jump in there.
Jump in there. One thing you have to do also, you have to get in the scripture and study forgiveness.
Yes.
And what forgiveness is all about. Because that's what's going to help regain the trust. When you know how forgiveness works and the importance of forgiveness, and how Jesus forgave us on the cross. He said, Father, they don't know what they're doing. And the person that betrayed you probably didn't even know what he was doing, in a sense.
Right.
Just something that he or she wanted to do. But, because I know of a couple that been through some stuff, a married couple, and they broke up a few years, and they got back together, but they didn't give up on each other.
That's right.
And now, they're doing great. They're men and women of God, got a good family, good jobs. And, they're my hero because you always say, I believe you said it several times, they did not give up on each other.
They give up.
They did not give up on the marriage.
That's right.
And that's what everyone wants us to do when we break trust and lose trust in someone, just to walk away from it.
Can you imagine the battle it is, and then to win that, because the enemy wants the marriages to break apart. He's there to do that. That's one of his jobs, is to come between a couple, and the industry that they are getting ready to build or have built.
Between? You said the enemy want to come what?
Come between the couple.
Like this?
Yes, he wants to come between us. He wants to separate us. He wants to push you away, push me away.
Back.
And can you imagine the strength that the couple has when they come together? When this fist and this hand is put together. I mean, it's kind of hard to break it apart when you have it together like this. And even everything that you put in there, everything that you built, everything that you placed in that marriage and that you built.
Take a little bit of money in there.
Everything that you built together, the kingdom that you built together. And he wants to destroy it, and he wants to tear it down and separate, and then cause the children to be confused, and then they say, well, it happened in my mom and dad, and maybe it's going to happen to me too.
So it destroys everybody.
Right.
When you don't forgive one another, and when you don't rebuild that trust, it destroys your family, everybody that connected to you. Not just you suffering, everybody's suffering that you know and connected to you.
Right.
But when you can regain that trust.
That's the key. When you can regain the trust, when you can forgive, when you can put,
Why you cut me off?
Oh.
She cut me off. America.
These are YouTubers. These aren't just America.
Nations. Go ahead, babe.
I done forgot what I was going to say.
Well. But you think about it. Like my wife was saying, the enemy wants to cut us off. And we're not going to allow that to happen. Because, we bigger and we better than that.
That's right.
Well, we done been through a lot of stuff. And we can regain trust within one another if we really want it. But the key thing to it, you got to want it. Now, we're not talking about somebody that constantly stepping out and you asking for forgiveness month after month or year after year. They're doing the same thing. Evidently, that person don't want it to work. But we're talking about those genuine marriages, relationships that want their marriage to work because they know that God had put them together and they have some kingdom building to do.
That's right.
And everybody else is looking at them for a relationship that can work.
That's right.
And that's what the world is lacking these days. A steadfast relationship that can make it regardless of what they're going through.
Mm-hmm. You almost have, in any relationship, you have to put yourself aside and consider that other person. Consider the other person. And the other person has to consider the other person. The husband has to consider the wife, and the wife needs to consider the husband. In other words, when you look in the mirror, you should just not see yourself, but you should see everything that your wife has done, everything that you have done, everything your kids have done. You should see more than just yourself in the mirror.
Praise the Lord.
Praise Him.
Now, you good. You're doing a lot of talking on this, and it's something I need to forgive you of. Nothing.
Let's see. What do you need to forgive me of? I don't know. Maybe I ate some of your chocolate, your dark chocolate.
That's nothing. Now I can buy some more of that. But we hope that we're helping you here. We know now this subject. I hope we're not making it sound so easy, and we say that it's real easy to do, but it's not.
It takes years.
Wow. When you have lost trust in anything or anybody, it takes years to rebuild it.
That's right.
And if your trust been defiled because of social media, you got to get rid of that social media.
Yeah.
You got to get rid of Facebook and all of that stuff, because every time we see you on it, we thinking you're talking to that person or trying to do the same thing. I mean, you have to just become open.
Right. Right. And if you want to have a Facebook, then you need to have it together. That means his Facebook and my Facebook is no longer.
Put a picture, your profile picture is one of your family or just the two of them.
This is a family Facebook, so you can still stay connected to your family. And, even when it comes to, even if you have to put it on your mirror, say, okay, the trust has been broken. These are the things that broke it. This is the things that needs to be amended, fixed, and this is where we want to be,
right
after we've done this, and just check those things off. Get with someone, communicate with someone, with a couple, not together. You want to do it together so that
Yeah.
you are on the same page.
So you know how to forgive.
Yeah. You know, it's a hard thing, but yeah, there's forgiveness. And the thing that really brings more enjoyment to knowing that you were able to conquer this is that you conquered it. That
Yes.
you didn't let yourself
Yes.
get destroyed by it. That you didn't let your family be destroyed by it. That you conquered it together. You know, you fought it together, and it was a hard fight. It was almost like a battle of war.
In my lifetime, I heard 2 messages on forgiveness, and they was powerful. And those 2 messages prepared me for the future. A person that's going to betray me or going to do me wrong, they prepared me. And when those times came, I was able to deal with it because the Holy Spirit brought those 2 messages back to my remembrance.
That's it. That's it. So you gotta build yourself up. You gotta know not only yourself but your spouse. You gotta know that you and your spouse are under attack. Okay? You're under attack.
All right.
Yeah. You know, you're always under attack. No matter where you go, what you're doing, the marriage is always under attack. Okay? You can be the happiest couple. You know, we're happy.
Yes.
or you know, it's still your marriage is
be
going
the
to be under
saddest
attack.
couple.
And that's really under attack then, because you like bored and sad and depressed, and you know the enemy will definitely, you know, just basically just go ahead and push you farther and farther apart. So once the kids
That's
are
it.
out of the house, that's it, right?
That's all I'm waiting on.
He's not getting rid of me that fast, honey. Hey, you won't. So
When the last one go, I got my bags. I'm going. I'm following them too. No, I'm just kidding.
we'll see about that, right? Yeah, we're traveling. We'll be enjoying ourselves. We'll be happy. That's what we're going to be. And that's what you should be. So,
Last one go, I'm getting rid of all the stress. I'm going.
No, that's not true. You won't be going anywhere because you live this right here.
Good goody goo. I do.
So you guys, we're so happy that we're able to help, and we hope that we've helped, you know. And if you are you know, want to make a comment down below, feel free to. We can't, you know, answer everybody's question, of course, but we'll try our best to answer yours. And if there's something that, you know, you'd like us to talk about, feel free to write that
And
down.
a couple has been out there been betrayed. I pray that y'all would just seek counseling and talk to each other and forgive and gain your trust back and make your marriage work.
That's right. Because you've done this. You went to the altar together, decided to join as one, and if not, that means you're not going to let the enemy defeat you. Okay? So take heed to that. All right, you
All
guys.
right. Bye.